Alright, this is going to be an updated guide on how to connect to online servers for Assetto Corsa. Probably saw a video on Facebook or somewhere else. Started getting interested. So, we're going to start off with using the Content Manager. So, go up to Google. You're going to type in Content Manager, Assetto Corsa. It will probably be the first thing that pops up from assettocorsa.club. Okay, you can click on there. Once you get to this page, you just want to scroll all the way down. Now, you can either support them, and you can get the full version by clicking one of these options, or you can get the light version right here, which is free. And as you can see, it does have restricted access to certain features, blah, 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 blah. This is the version that I personally use, so you're going to go ahead and click that. Once that is downloaded, you just go to your downloads, install it, okay? You're going to get your Content Manager EXE, pop that baby open. Okay, next step. In the video description of the stream, there will be a couple of Discord links. One of them will be for the official Discord. So when you get to their Discord, you might have to accept the rules, yada, 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 to be able to see all the channels. You're going to start with the setup installation. Now, one important thing to know is you will need to have 7-zip installed on your computer, okay? It's a program that is used to unzip the folders. This isn't something that you're going to do yourself. The way that you do this is download 7-zip from right here. Once that happens, then you're going to head over to track downloads. Oh, let me go back one step. I apologize. When you get 7-zip, I was going to explain why I use 7-zip, but you want to get 7-zip, get that installed onto your PC. Next is the Content Manager, which was the first step that we did. The next step is going to be to get the shader pack. When you come here, you're going to notice, oh, where is it? In Discord, they tell you to get the latest version, not the recommended one, okay? So right here is the latest version, not the recommended one. So we'll get the latest version, and then that will download to your PC. It's going to show up as a zipped file. We do not want to unzip this, okay? Simply have Content Manager open. You will take this, and you will drag and drop it anywhere inside this window, all right? Once you do that, these 3 little bars right here will get a green update, and right here under Downloads, it's going to show up as downloading. Once it's complete, you can click an Install button. It's the same for vehicles as well. So let's go back over to our Discord. And we have our track install, which is going to be the first thing they're going to tell you to do. So, go to tracks. You can use any of these links to get the track pack, okay? Once you get that, you're going to, again, take the zipped file, don't unzip it, and simply drop it into your Content Manager. It will show up as it's downloading. Make sure you hit the install button, and you'll be good to go with that. Next, we're going to come back over, and we're going to go to the car download. Now, depending on which server you play on, at least this is how it used to be, they might only have actually one file now, which is why we're doing this update. So, download this one file that they have. Same process. Click and drag into Content Manager, and it'll be good to go. Now, once you have all of that stuff installed, and you're going to make sure, again, that it is actually installed from this list. If it fails, you can try again, or you can just simply re-download it and drop it into Content Manager and try it again. Should work. Haven't had any issues with that. Now, just to explain, Content Manager is all that you really need. You don't need to launch the game Assetto Corsa, okay? Just open your Content Manager, and you can control everything from here, including the game settings, your steering wheel setup, your graphic setup. Everything is going to be right here in the Content Manager. No need to launch the game, like I said. Now, let's say that I wanted to play on one of these servers. You can either look at that list, the public list, and search for a server, or right here, AC server info. And here will be a list of their servers. For me, I live in the US, so I'm going to go with the US server. All I need to do is click join. This is going to tell you that it's going to launch your Content Manager. If you get a pop-up, just accept it so that it does launch your Content Manager. And then you can close that website, and you're going to get this pop-up. Okay, now, on this screen, These vehicles that are highlighted are the vehicles that will be available to be driven. However, if it would say 2 out of 2, that vehicle would not be used. This one right here is 1 out of 2. So I can click on this vehicle, and then I can hit join. Now, you need to keep in mind that if it's a busy time period when people are playing, these vehicles could be going quickly, okay? And this list doesn't auto-refresh. So, if I select a vehicle that someone else selects, and they join the server a second before I do, it will seem like all is working. The game will launch, and everything seems fine. But then I will receive an error, and the game will crash. Now, if you watch down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see what's going on and what's loading. Now, as long as no one else picked the same vehicle that I picked, it will load us into the game, and everything will work as expected. If it does crash you to the desktop, 99% of the time, in my own experience, it is because someone else already picked that vehicle a split second before I was able to click join. So, just keep that in mind if you do experience that. Because there will be a busy Saturday night. Sometimes I'll experience that multiple times in a row. And I might think if it was the first time playing that the game doesn't work. There is another modification as well that they recommend that you can get. And if you go to your setup install in the Assetto Corsa downloads, right here, recommended mod, SOL. This is going to be to do with controlling the weather, from what I remember. Now, you do not need this, but it is something that is recommended. I'll tell you, I do not think that I actually have that currently installed. And as you can see, the game works completely fine. So, just to run it back again, you need to get 7-zip, you need to get Content Manager, and then you'll need to head over to this Discord or one of the other Discords. I will show you one last way that you can get this stuff figured out as well. But as you can see, we get into the game, all is well, everything worked. I don't have my steering wheel hooked up, so the car won't move. Okay, so let's say that you don't have a Discord that you're a part of. You can just launch Content Manager. You're going to go to Online. And then I have it filtered by connected drivers. You can see here the top server is 32 out of 32 people. I think there's actually bigger servers than that. Trying to find a server does not have mods or that has mods that I don't have installed. Not sure what's going on here. Let's just give this a moment. Normally, when you would click on a server that you're missing mods for, it's going to pop up. Okay, right here. Here you go. So, as you can see on this server, we're missing the content available. You can just hit this missing content and it'll install the mods for you. If it doesn't work, you could also just search for the mods itself, but it's pretty easy to do if you just have them install the missing content. As you can see, this one's not actually working. So I'd have to probably try it again. It's not really a great example, but you will run into these as you look for, you know, different servers to play in. I just have a lot of these vehicles downloaded already, and I will say that a lot of these servers will use default vehicles. Here you go. Here's a list of servers, or a server that has a whole bunch of missing content. So now you can see right here, 26 things are installing. This is what we were talking about before. This is where you see your installs. And just make sure that you check back in here. Sometimes, for whatever reason, you might have to hit install, or you might have to hit resume, or you might need to do something. So just keep that in mind as well. If you guys have any questions, please leave your questions below the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. Good luck, and I'll see you out there racing.